people, Satan is controlling the belief system of so many people. So many people who just don't want to be liberated from the devil. They just don't want to be liberated. They are always sometimes they drag themselves in an absolute contradiction. I don't know how to explain those people. Those people are just lost. They are lost. They bring lies. They use lies. Their souls is possessed by darkness. It's not liberated from Satan. That's why they have a problem with what Muhammad have explained. Muhammad have represented the Aqidah itself, the belief itself, the rules, the laws concerning the Arabian Peninsula and the Holy Land and outside the Arabian Peninsula. There is something called the Namus, Nawamis al-Wala' lillah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Namus al-Wala' lillah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Namus al-Ta'abbud lillah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Nawamis. This is Nawamis. And I have talked about this even before I came to England, and I have discussed this with so many scholars. They call them Wahhabis. I talked to them about this Namus, the rules, Sunan al-Kawniyya, and you go to this other group. Those so many among them believe that they do not say it the way Islam, by the renewal of God Almighty, through Muhammad explained it, that humanity have inherited a sin. Humanity inherited a sin, a darkness. They know, they are aware of certain aspects of this, that Adam have made a mistake, and the humanity are involved in this right now. The devil have brought this. He seduced humanity. They understand some aspect of it. This needs a lot of explanation. This is a matter of existence. They believe, they talk about sin and dark, and at the same time, they are all working for sin. Their history is all about sin and darkness and boasting, contradictions, lies. It's strange. It's strange when I look at people, even when you go to other groups. Buddhist. Quran is protected 100%. Quran is just fine. Hadith, there is a lot of Muslims who say they're questioning the Hadith. Look, and who's attacking us? Those who always say and defend their own books. They defend the Injil, they defend the Torah, they defend the Talmud, they defend the ancient so-called Hindu. Whatever. Let's focus on those who are called people of book. Even the so-called Shiite in a different way. Why don't you go and look what is in the books that you're relating yourself to? Which you always bother us saying that no manipulation occurred to the Bible. The Bible is exactly as it is, as a word from God, an explanation. Go, did you read it? Did you read this rubbish, this shit, which you won't want it to be implemented in you? It's a direct instructions. It's a direct explanation. It's something. It's rottenness. They are angry because their belief system is absolutely submitted to Satan. They do not want to see salvation. Their salvation is how Satan have prepared it. The light is dark for them, and the dark is light. Masih al-Dajjal, Masaykhiyya. This is them. All of these dark groups. You go to the so-called chat. So many among them reach a level. So many. It's obvious. It's normal if you are calling yourself Shiite, based on similar to those people. Shiite. The word Shiite of the Taghut. You will find that the Quran is contradicting every single, if you have a mind, contradicting not the rubbish, the mugs. You will understand that the Quran is contradicting all of your belief bases. So you need to question Quran. Because you need the Taghut, you need the Satanists, you need what the Virgin and what the devil have reformed through the Virgin at the time of Hussein. No. 1 second. I was in an unbelievable dilemma. You cannot even imagine the dilemma. Yes, I have no degrees. I mean, I have no time experience in life. But I even when the 4 videos when I came here, I talked about it. I said, you know what? They don't want the religion. They don't understand what is the meaning of Judea. They don't understand what the family of Muhammad is all about. They don't understand why Allah have sent Muhammad. How to be. You know what? Let's bring it Ishmaelian territory, the Ishmaelite. And yet people are insisting. They don't want to go back. So back off. They don't want to back off. Do you know that there is, listen to me, do you know that there is a lot of Chaldean and ethnics, listen to this carefully, a lot of Chaldean and ethnics and Assyrians. I'm not saying all went to Europe, but there is Chaldean, there is a lot who accepted the godly faith, Islam, the Islamic Judean faith, since the time when they entered the Holy Land, and even before, the Israel at the time of Joseph, they accepted Islam. At the time of Daniel and before him and after. But let's focus on the time of the Israelite before the attack of the Roman. There is a lot of Chaldean and ethnics, Ashurian and Assyrian, who used to be Muslims. A Gentile Muslim, Yahudian Muslim. But the Israelite was the one who should be at the Holy Land and monitor the word of God. It's not, hey, I'll give you that land, you stay there, it's only for you, without any condition. The condition that, not condition, the status that there will be messengers through generation after generation. Oh, there will be a time after, within the tribulation, you will start hearing, or before it, there will be an evidence of some of the Gohims who will say, we are inspired right now by God Almighty, and they will do unbelievable things like sacrificing children. I'm not joking. I'm telling you about the future, okay? By the Gohims and other rape women and unbelievable things. There is other worse, and some sort of satanic. Not only by those, by even these, because these schools I have explained change itself. Never once explained. Hinduism before 33 centuries is not like Hinduism right now. The devil is working it the way it is. He wants. The so-called Shiite before century is not right now. Spreading the revolution and things like that. You can study some details there. The so-called Christianity, I mean Catholicism, Protestant, but Islam is the same. I mean when you go to those Wahhabis, those who you call Wahhabis, I don't know why you want to mention the name of Muhammad ibn Abdul Wahhab. I don't know why you want to mention the name of Muhammad ibn Abdul Wahhab. Call it the way of Tariq explaining about it. It is the same time of when Muhammad, peace be upon him, the normal Islam, there is Quran. When it's come to the Arabian Peninsula, when it comes to other continent and planet Earth, why should we slash ourselves and say, Hussein, there is... You understand me? And say that you're a Muslim, or dance like a crazy in the masjid, call yourself a Sufi or Muslim. What is this? This have nothing to do with it. Oh, there is the fiqh, the laws itself, it's different, of course. I mean, the Imam Shafi'i, this mullah, great Imam, he used to say, women do not need to cover their faces, and they need not to cover their hands, you understand me? And they give some certain rules where women can wear whatever they want, yani, to a certain level, and her hair, if she wants to let some of it. Why? Because where did this man give this rules? I'm talking about, people have a problem with this. No, it's important. That's why now modeling and bars and prostitution in the Arabian Peninsula. It started, yes, from some centers among those so-called Muslims. Because Shafi'i was not talking about the Arabian Peninsula. You can find some contradiction of what Imam Sayyida Aisha, have explained about. But she also explained what Muhammad peace be upon him explained, because the constitution itself is modesty is important. Now people are saying, I respect the Shafi'i, I don't want anyone. Some people would say the so-called Jihad, some people would call Maliki. Okay, why you want to impose it in the Arabian Peninsula? At places where the Shafi'i rules, there is church, there is other house of worship, there is multi-religion culture. Why you want to impose it? Because if they don't understand that the Shafi'i, if he was living in the place of Muhammad ibn Wahab, he would say exactly what Muhammad ibn Abdul Wahab said. Yes, he will. Yes, he will. And if he was in the place of Ahmad ibn Hanbal, he will say exactly what Ahmad ibn Hanbal said. Because it's rules. It's rules. These people understand so many things. They are not like you. First of all, they are working for God. They are not working for give me some money. They're working for the word. They're working for salvation. They understand what's the devil. They understand what's the sequences. They understand what other women can feel and pain. They understand what is good and suitable for the society. You understand me? Muhammad ibn Abdul Wahab, if Muhammad ibn Abdul Wahab was in Algeria, for example, right now, or before, or in Indonesia, imagine Muhammad ibn Abdul Wahab is in Indonesia. Do you think they would say, we don't need any mixed with the race? Do you think he's going to say, we want to stay at the niqab? What is the niqab? Okay. There is a certain conditions and others. Let's focus on women. Do you think he's going to do this in Indonesia? No, he won't. So, I'm explaining. Now, people are saying, everything is fine. No, everything is not fine. Everything is not fine in the Holy Land, thanks to you, devil worshipper. Oh, you're an atheist right now? I'm talking about your church before centuries. These people are in hellfire. Don't question me. Queen Elizabeth, for example, do you think her ancestors are in heaven? No, they are not. Just keep it this way. No, they are not. Who said this? Allah said this. Who's Allah? The creator of existence. No, they are not. The so-called Christian in Russia, do you think that they're in heaven? No, they are not. I'm not talking about the general public who don't know anything. No, I'm talking about those who have a problem with the Holy Land, with the Middle East, who want to impose. Do you think that all of those who call themselves Jews, Hinza before and after, who are around this, do you think they are in heaven? No, they are not. If you are in there, Allahumma ajirni min adabik. I'm asking you, Allah, to protect me from your punishment. Do you think they are in heaven? Okay, you're an atheist, then zip it. Wait until I continue. These people are crazy then. They are crazy. They want to take the Holy Land because they call themselves Jews. And their cults have nothing to do with what the Judaism. Be on my side. Be a human. The so-called Shiite. You are from Azerbaijan. You are from Kashmir. You are from Persia. Why you are messing around in Iraq and Syria? I had a fight with someone in England. Don't delete my video. He said the Persian came to Iraq and Syria to help the people. And he is loyal حتى النخاع to the Sayyid Ayatollah Ali Khamenei. And he brought his wife. And after me, immediately, acceptance, payments, accommodation, benefit. This man is a loyal soldier. Now I saw him with a car, and Allah is my witness. A new car. He's fine. Permit to work, accommodation. The man attacked me. I'm not saying all. Why he is even accepted? No, not your business in the Home Office, our office. Why he's even here in England? Why he's even here in England fucking with others? He's enjoying what Soleimani, what Soleimani doing in Syria and Iraq. Helping who? Oh, you're an atheist? Good, be on my side. Why they are fucking around Iraq? Saddam Hussein represented atheism when he's the best perfect, I'm sorry to say this, of secular representation. He did it. We're talking about Iraq in 1970. We're not talking about England in 1970. We're talking about Iraq. After colony, establishing the so-called Israeli state, the revolution in the so-called Iran, after occupying Baluchistan and Kurdistan and Ahwazistan. Why don't you look at these points? Oh my God, we're dealing with... Allah بقول, behold, I see it. أشوف الطاغوت. اللهم العني إن كنت لا أرى آلة وسخة لعينة سوداء سواء أنا أتخيل أو لا أتخيل. اللهم العني إن كنت لا أرى هذا الأمر أو لا أحسه. بلاش تكلم ترى أنا لا أرى لا أحس الآن عندك. هذه الريحة كل ما أتكلم عن شخص رائحة وسخة الله يجعلكم في العذاب ويجيرني برحمته ويجيرني أصر عليه وأسأله بوجهه الرحمة عليه. هذا ما له علاقة. ليش؟ لأن إنسان يعني you are the crazy ones. You are. Leave us alone. So, do you know that there is Chaldeans and ethnics, listen to this, and Assyrians, who used to be a Muslim Judean in the Holy Land. Okay, why you're mentioning this, Tariq? When the Roman pagan cult empire elite said that we want, and I have explained in my videos, so many videos I was but deleted, like for example, so many teachers and scientists know when kusuf, when the sun have this, what do you call it? When the moon come between the earth and the sun. I don't know how it was in English. When the moon comes and people are saying, "Oh, it's something is happening." Goes, don't look at the sun without the glasses because it's the sun and the moon comes here. The khusuf or kusuf or khusuf or khusuf al-shams, khusuf al-shams. It's sun and moon sometimes have it. Yeah. When the moon as well go to a certain place behind the earth, the sun on the other side. Anyway, some certain places. They used to predict this because they have some knowledge. And before it happened, they announced that the god of sun or the gods are gonna do some sign. And people look at them at the beginning, really? Come on, let's see that day. Oh my god, it's happening. And then this gave the empires God, it's funny. But there is a lot of blood shed and a lot of terrible things happened in Greece and Italy because of this. Start saying that the emperor is a son of God. Okay. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم اللهم إني أتوب إليك أستغفرك. اللهم إني أتوب. No, shouldn't laugh. And in slavery, they killed the whole army. Crucifixion, and oh, this is the children, the child of God. This is before the cross. Yeah. There was a cross, because the cross was a salvation. This is before what? Before Constantine, who fucked everything. Who started the real persecution against the real Christians. Messiah, Muslim. Let me explain to you. The Chaldean ethnics, Syrian, so many of them looked at the Roman and they come. After the Messiah was risen, and he prophesied the destruction of al-Masjid al-Aqsa, Solomon Temple, Masjid Yahweh, Masjid Allah, our Masjid al-Aqsa. He was there, the same, based on that. And he said it will be destroyed because I have completed my mission. I am the Messiah as I'm filled. I'm not son of these leaders, not son of God. I'm son of Virgin Mary. I am the Messiah. God have fulfilled his promise. And I am prophesying something. There will be an end time messenger, who is Muhammad. Okay? The Romans. Okay, let me continue. I'm trying to wake you up. You're stupid. Learn from me. If you're my enemy, if you're on my side, everything is fine. Calm down. My enemy other side, I curse you then. Go to destruction. Okay. Start remembering things. I don't want to talk about it. The Romans used to do some terrible things. So Satan have used knowledge to persecute people and keep them even away from what? The Yehudi and Islam. Like, because there is a lot of Muslims, Israelite, my ancestor, used to go to Roma when there was a relation, saying, worship the God of all existence, universe. Don't worship. And now, Gohams now, we'll take back Holy Land, beast. We want beast. You are the biggest enemy of the teaching of God. You are his biggest enemy. Beyond imagination. Beyond, because you are the biggest creator of the destruction of the namus. Zibit. غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. مغضوب عليهم. You are bringing the wrath of God. Everything was fine. Cool, baby. Even with the negative side of what happened of the Uthmanic Khilafah, even with the negative side of Abbasis or whatever, everything was cool. The masjid is cool. They kicked the crusade. You're coming, Israel, you go hymns, and against the teaching of God. And if you're an Israelite, but you're not, you're bringing a wrath that is unbelievable. There is a lot of Chaldean and Assyrian ethnics who accepted Islam at the time when the Israelis were favored. And they were listening, saying, okay, the Roman dark machine of Satanist is representing Satan, okay? And the Israelites, some of them used to be persecuted. This is before the Messiah even. They were explaining to them, you need to be a Muslim. In Egypt and other places, you need to be a Muslim, accepting Islam and be bright with God. Don't believe what the elite of the Romans are trying to drag you away from any time. And they were calling us as whatever, the Holy Land. They don't like Yahweh, Allah, or God, you understand me? So many people accepted Islam. These people who are not Israelis, they were allowed to go to Europe. After the invasion of the Roman to the Holy Land and destroying the Masjid al-Aqsa. I'm talking about so after 17 AD, when they did their damage, the Roman, listen to the facts. They are resource without, this is the fact. No, it's definitely a resource, but this is the fact. But this is, you can find it. Go and study, think you'll find it. And open your mind, don't open your ass. In the Injil, explain wrong. And the Roman came and they destroyed the masjid. Who was persecuted? The Israelite. It is not a matter of religion. It is not, because the conflict is not a conflict of religion. It's a conflict between the Israelis and the Roman Empire. Okay? So the Roman Empire wanted to eliminate all Israelis. This is facts. The rubbish in some books, don't listen to it. They call them schoolboys. We're teaching them. They attacked the Holy Land. The Israelis will never go to Europe. Never. They will go with their camels. We can't do it. We can't do anything against them. Oh, their army is big. We want from God. Where did they go? Where did they go? Arabian Venezuela. They mixed with the Ishmaelians. The biggest majority among them mixed with the Ishmaelians. The biggest, huge percentage among the real Israelis before 2017 AD, when there was an attack, they didn't go right or left. There was no captivity. They ran away. The circumstances is different. And they entered where? The Arabian Venezuela, and they mixed. Khalik bil mix. In all of these big tribes, you will find a certain DNA to the Israelis, a certain fakhat to the DNA. Sometimes a whole tribe, they are trying not to mix as well. Oh, of course, the government is fucking us right now. You are fucking us. Everyone is fucking us. For certain. And in 1945, they used to announce it. They all accepted Islam. Because the Israeli way of living after the Messiah, either you want to call it a cult or whatever, their belief, their faith is gonna make them immediately accept Muhammad. There will be some conflict at the beginning, but the majority of them, they will say, that's the final messenger of God. Oh yeah, Isa, the son of Virgin Mary, the Messiah. 6th century right now. Those people have fought with Umar ibn al-Khattab to liberate the Holy Land. Okay? What happened to some Chaldean and ethnics, Assyrian, Ashurian, at 70 AD and after? They used to say, we have nothing to do with your great elite conflict, without mentioning any names, with the Israelis. the Israelis, they make some problems. I understand there was some similar to Daesh attacks to your Roman soldier, but I am a Chaldean, and I am a Finnic, and I am Assyrian, and I am Ashurian. We have nothing to do with what the Israeli Daesh terrorists did to your great army of Roman. Jews for Rome! Jews for Rome! Those people were allowed to go to Rome, to Europe, and mix and settled. And Rome said, we bless them, we bless them. You understand me? At the time of Constantine, things changed. It doesn't, 3 centuries, it is almost, it doesn't matter either you're an Israeli or not. We are controlling the Holy Land. So Israelites are finished. They're there with the camel eaters or whatever. Whatever, we don't care. We are now announcing the so-called Christian faith. Pagan with some corrupted filth, and worse than the pagans, and the name of the Messiah, peace be upon him, the son of Virgin Mary. There was a lot of circumstances that happened in accurate day. Resurrection, fucking erection, cross, he died with the cross, he fucked himself, he fucked his whatever, this crap, he shows his ass, he fucked the Pope, whatever, this rubbish. No, let's leave it, put it here. This is all corruption. All Muslims know that the Bible, the so-called book Bible, is fucked up. Please don't delete my video. Look what they're saying. They are harming me. They are harming me. Either in India, this is my faith. You want to fuck my faith? Allow me to say the truth. You're saying the truth. No, don't lie about Aisha, the mother of believers. You don't lie about Abu Bakr and Umar. You don't lie about the peace and the blessings, Muhammad. You don't lie about this father figure, this wonderful. This, if you see him, you will hug him, you will kiss him, you will love him, you will cherish him. He's not a tyrant saying like this, oh Muhammad, fighting. This is you. That's Muhammad, the wonderful person, the loving man, the mature, the happy, the caller of equality, the merciful, the peaceful. And the Quran is always mentioning how polite he was, how nice he is to the human. That's Muhammad. Now this is not about the faith. I'm an Israelite. The Israelite went and killed themselves to liberate the Holy Land under the Khalifa, the great Khalifa Umar ibn Khattab, who is insulted day and night in England and other places by the so-called Shiite. And I wonder, how could you be Muslim? Anyway, allow me to speak. There is a lot of hadith concerning the companion of Muhammad, and Muhammad, he said, if you have a mountain of gold and you give it as a zakah, and whatever, or ilm, because there is also hadith, ينقطع عمل ابن آدم من 3 علم, knowledge that people are using, a son or pray for him, ابن ندعو صالح ندعو له, zakah also, العلم النافع ينتفع به, صدقة جارية. Like for example, opening a wheel for all human, كل كبتة رطبة حج، الله يجعلهم كلهم بفردوس الأعلى المسلمين، كبيرهم وصغيرهم، عليتهم وقليتهم بفردوس الأعلى إن شاء الله. He said, Umar ibn al-Khattab, if you have a mountain of gold and you give it, a mountain of knowledge, and you give it, you will never reach the half of the importance of those men. He said it. He warned the people after. Those men who are with me, I'm going to die, and they're going to take a mission. They're not angels, not messengers. Some of them came and he said, I killed that man after he's saying, I bear witness that there is no God but Allah and Muhammad. You are his companions. And then he was killed. After he was killed, maybe 17 of the Muslims. He killed 17 Muslims. Was a night. And then he was, they hurted him, and he followed from another tribe, very important. He said, I bear witness there is no God. Then this guy was angry because he killed so many of the companions, and he killed them. And Muhammad was angry with him. He said, no, you don't kill him. You don't kill him. He said, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. This is a war. He said, I bear witness. Now the people are going to use it right now. Look at that. So he was... But they started, the God have renewed something after Muhammad, after the knowledge of the teacher passed away. 63, Allah said to him, you're going to die. Finish. You fulfilled the mission. He was fine. Healthy. Thin. Tall. Shoulders. Everything is not very tall. I mean, because some people would say very tall have a problem with his heart. No. Tall. Long shoulder. A wonderful man. He would live 80, 90. Why not? Some lived at that time. No, the man, God said, come, finish. The mission is finished. These Israelis came and they liberated the Holy Land. Okay? At the time of Constantine, it doesn't. Constantine. The Israelis were a second issue for the Romans. Not like at 70 AD. At 300 AD, at the time of Constantine, it's finished. We took the Holy Land, it's finished. And they imposed the cross, the so-called Christianity. Now, anyone call himself a Jew, either he's an Israelite in the Middle East or in Europe, because there is a lot of Africans. I'm not going to say they betrayed the Israelis. Africans, I'm not saying, because so many Africans have remained in the Middle East, Assyrian, Ashurian, in Egypt, whatever, call them, and they accepted Islam immediately. They know that the armies of Muslims have Israelite, and they are aware of the Israelite preachings. Listen, preaching. So accepted Islam immediately. Those who stayed in Europe, there was no Google, Twitter, Facebook at that time. They didn't accept eating pork. They didn't accept circumstantial khitan. No khitan for males. They didn't accept the filthy European way of... Don't say why you're saying Europe has a filthy way of living. I'm talking, look at medieval times in the street, rubbish. I'm talking something even before. They didn't accept it. They say we will remain and do our thing like a cult. Now they are Goyams, Gentile Jews. They are not Israelis. Okay? Not all. There is among the France, native Italian, native Greece. But I'm saying some of those people. There is Euro-Indian. There is other people. But some have no roots to Europe, and they say we come from the Holy Land. You came as a Chaldean, Assyrian. It's very small. Not talking even about the Marsyrian, the Gypsies, and small. And they come and say, "This is my name. This name is not returning back to the Israel." Tariq, why are you mentioning this? All humans are the same. Exactly. Why you are kicking the native Holy Landers? It's worse than South Africa. I mean, in South Africa, with my great respect to the African people, there is, I mean, when you go to South Africa, you will find a lot of street and things. There was only jungles and things. No civilization like other parts in Africa. There is, in the center, there was civilization. South Africa, there was none. Groups and tribes, everyone is happy. But Holy Land is already a civilization. At the time of the Israelite, the natives were there, and they were kicked, and they returned back. Muhammad, peace be upon him, he didn't bring Arabs and stayed there. No, the natives themselves, they enjoy this multicultural, multi-race unity. What are you doing in 1948? You're bringing people from other parts of the world, and you're killing the children. And this is the 20th century. In the 21st century, you're bothering us. This is a human right. What is this? They need all to get out. All of them. I don't care. All. Go back. Jacob, if I didn't steal it, someone else steal it. Why wouldn't he stay in America? Why he came from America to bother this girl, lady? Why she should be bothered? Why she should live a normal life in the Holy Land? Maybe some people coming, tourist, religion visa, come and visit their church, come and visit as a Muslims the Masjid al-Aqsa. Jews coming to certain synagogues, do whatever they want. No one is touched. Why you are doing this? Because you are against the namus. You're bringing the wrath of God. So these people are not. If there is a certain few people are saying that you are Chaldean, Assyrian, you're Ashurian, you're not Israelite. You're not Israelite. You can call yourself a Jew, though your Judean faith have nothing. Look at the Munira. The Munira, we can make a documentary about the Jews, the groups, and we understand that this is something that the Roman and others have created. The Romans and others. Have nothing to do with the Israelis. Maybe some Israelis put some tree of their tribes or whatever at ancient time, like the cross. That's the fact. It have nothing. You put it, you add it. You add things in the Torah. God would never say, those who do not worship your God, kill them. Never say this. Allah, the most merciful, will never say this. Allah will never say, go and rape the virgin and kill the children, the boys, and kill all men, old, young. No, God will never say this. No. In slavery, there's rules for slavery. At the time of Muhammad, peace be upon him, after Umar and Uthman, Umar ibn al-Khattab, they used to go to armies where there is almost 5,000 army men, for example, and there is almost 500 or maybe 1,000 girl walking with them. Sex, for sex. Yeah, they have become pregnant children. Bastard. Oh, these women must be enslaved. Shh. Yeah, to mix them. إدماجهم للمجتمع. They must be. Each soldier, come on, take 2 or 3, يلا, or 1. The generals definitely will take the most beautiful. And then the Khalifa start taking better and better. And biggest leader. And then the Muslim, they start saying what, you know what, please your dick. No need to please humanity by imposing light on them. So this is what the Roman. I mean, there is a lot of things concerning the Roman when God have give humanity things to achieve this glory and bring the happiness, and then the science start to be used by the Romans to drag people to Satan, predicting, for example, Al-Kusufr, and so many. The Israelis did a great job, by the way. I'm not talking about Netanyahu, the Ashkenazi Gohan. I'm not talking about those people. For God's sake, either they are Euro-Indian, Flash African. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about the Israel, my ancestor. From Israel, peace be upon him, until the Messiah, son of Virgin. They used to go like you call them Mohabit, Mutawwa. They do not go to the Gohams. The Gohams with their cults. Leave them alone. I'm talking about the Wahhabis. Do you see the Wahhabis? Everyone had the Wahhabis. You call them. They go, Assalamu alaikum, peace be upon you. Brother, wallahi, this is not good. Wallahi, I'm waking you about. Leave this shaitan, leave the cemeteries, leave this. Wake. They used to do this. They go sometime to Roman and preach. See, there is a lot of people who are Wahhabis killed in Africa. Yeah. Killed in some part of the world, in Asia. Because they come and talk to the so-called Christian, come to talk about the pagans, the Wathaniyin. They were killed. Go and talk to the so-called Shia. This is the duty of the Israelites at that time, but with a generational messenger. I'm explaining to you. Tell me, you're an atheist or you're believing or something? Atheist, I'm just explaining to you that there is an occupation, an invasion, and a dirty one, dark, lies. You don't want anyone to come to your house and lie about you, take your thinking, cause problem. Do you like this? Do you accept this? Do you accept racial discrimination against you? Do you accept people stealing from you? Do you accept people lying about you? Do you accept people kicking you from your property and from your homeland and bringing rubbish evidence? No, you don't, of course, because you're a human being, and I respect you as a human being. You're an atheist. This is what happened in the Middle East. Gulf state agents invading Iraq, what's happening in the so-called Iran, the lies by dark groups, the Holy Land, even colonies, Sykes-Picot and things. I've explained the failure of the Islamic Khilafah at the end, the last centuries of what was called Uthmanic Khilafah. Khazuk Dracula. Just study Arabic. Khazuk Dracula. Who brought it? The Khazuk, the European, absolutely disgusting way of execution. How did the Turks took it? It's from Europe. Nationalism. From where is it? From Europe. I'm not saying the Europeans are the worst or the bad. No. In some aspects, yeah. I was gonna say. I'm not saying that the European they are the only bad people on planet Earth. I was gonna say this. I was gonna say. But they are the worst. No, they are not. I want to say that. Among the Europeans, there is. No, there is. Look at, for example, what's happening in China. China is doing a lot of damage to the Eastern Turkmenistanis and taking advantage, and at the same time complaining of what the poor Japanese. The Japanese are victim right now. Did to them last century. In the 30s of the last century. I mean, the 30s, they did some crimes, killed a lot of children, raped. It's bad, terrible. But look what you did to each other as Chinese in the 60s, 70s, and 80s. And what you are doing right now to the Eastern Turkmenistanis after 2010. Duh! 2010. Stop complaining about Japan. God bless Japan. You go and talk. Look at North and South Korea. They used to execute people in a terrible way. Do I need to speak about what happened between North and South Korea? No. India. Indians between themselves, Sikhs, India. Lies of the so-called Hindus about Islam after 4th century of colonizing. The Communist Party, the Bolshevik Revolution, last century. after Lenin. What happened in Russia? Chechnya attacking the Soviet Union. Africa, do I need to talk about what's happening in Africa? I'm not talking about Islam, Christian. Even the so-called Christian with themselves or other non-Muslim with each other. South America, do I need to talk? No, I understand. I'm just saying if someone is gonna use what I'm saying. But if you are believing that there is a high intelligent hidden power controlling existence, don't I mean stop wake up and don't be proud of rottenness. That's it, rottenness. No. I will never be proud of something rotten. No. Or something rotten, and you're being proud of, and you're fine. Even to this level, I would. Okay, you can take this rotten belief and be proud of it. Fine. It's a result of rubbish. Fine. Just don't come and attack me. Attack me based on this rubbish, like calling yourself Yudi, Julian, Yudi, this, we want this, coming back holiday. Do not do this. Go back. Don't bring the anger of God and wrath to humanity. Don't be a big factor of creating problems. You have nothing to do with the Nawamis al Lillah. You're absolutely creating rubbish. Don't come and say I'm a Christian and Muhammad bin Salman is gonna allow in the Gulf State and Emirate the Christian church, church. Yeah, salvation. Yeah, we believe in Jesus, died on the cross. Don't you do whatever you want away. Otherwise, you're not a human. And when we talk about, you can laugh right now. When I curse you, it will be on you. I mean, don't bring this. There is rules. There is concerning Raven Venezuela. There is a lot of conditions. There is a lot of things. I want my right. I tried. You might think that he's nothing. No, if you are, listen to this. If you were not with me, I'm not talking about 2015. Definitely. If you were with me since 2005, 10 years, you would say, great job. I don't want anyone to show me any appreciation face to it. I want you all to fuck off. You would do like this. Balash. Bravo. You did a great job. Yeah, I sent a message. I have talked about what I want. It's an occupation. It's a dirty people. Dirty people. Yes, I should be there, yeah. But the whole world is filled with dark groups. Every single issue. You might think, okay, fine, I'm at my level. Economy, I have talked about economy. Social standard, I have me, myself. The others did more. Killed in jails or put in jail. Society, rules, the Ishmaelians, non-Ishmaelians. The history, religion, faith, the godly way. Muhammad be speaking, why this declaration, Mecca, everything. The so-called Shiite, the faith, the history, what happened since the Majus, why the people start speaking Arab, everything. The need to observe our nation rules, media, these agents, Kuwait, Qatar, what do you mean by all of this? North Yemen, everything. I have talked, look what they did to me. You were with them, if you remember me. This is unbelievable. When I went to why the Home Office wouldn't want to allow or give me a space? Why these people, why in all West, why you don't want to give us space? You gave prostitutes and faggots and liars big space. Big, huge space. They are just imposing non-matching ways and methods, creating a lot of darkness. Don't delete my video. Please. The so-called Shiite, if you want to insist slapping yourself or not, if you want to insist in hating the Arabs, if you want to insist in criticizing Saddam, rubbish, all rubbish. I have talked about it from A to Z. You need to remember that you're in a place that is not yours. Again, turn back to Azerbaijan. You can believe your rottenness. You can be proud of being a so-called Shiite, worshipping the Taghut, who got nothing to do with the family of Muhammad. You are fitna, not me. You are causing spreading. You are nothing to do with the Muslim nation. Doing some rubbish, you can do it. And listen, I would come to you and say, MashaAllah, I respect you. Halas, keep away. You want to insist in cursing Abu Bakr and Umar, A'udhu Billah, and Uthman, and saying, cursing yourself. They will not be affected. But saying bad things to the others, to the whole world, and making us even weak, and use what you're saying against us. Aisha is bad in sickness. If you are gonna insist, be there. Don't come to Iraq. No, you're not originally from Iraq. Do I need to explain like the Chaldean Syria what happened? You are not from there. Islam came and allowed you, gave you a space to come and settle there in Iraq. After he liberated Iraqi people from the oppressing Persian. The Persian used to oppress at the time of Umar ibn Khattab an unbelievable way. It's not an army of Bedouins that will come and create a colonized. No. If it's a colonized, it will happen like England and France colonizing Algeria and other. No. People come in, the people said, may Allah, they were not Muslim. Who's your God? Allah? Muhammad is a messenger? What do you say to say appreciation to Umar ibn al-Khattab? Allah yajzak khair. May Allah bless him. Yes, please. Kick the Persian. Kick the Persian from Iraq. Kick them. We'll fight with you. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. And they start accepting Islam. Do I need to scream with it? Kurds as well. Go and study the Kurds. Is that not the Kurds? Islam by force. We will take Islam by force. And the Copts. Islam by force. I want the Roman and Byzantines and Belgian to occupy me again. Or for example, some areas in Syria or Egypt. Please, the Roman. We want the Roman to come back. Umar ibn al-As and Umar ibn al-Khattab. Please, the Roman was better. The Byzantines in North Syria was better from you. No, they said, we will speak Arabic. Even though Arabian Peninsula is close. Even North Africa, Moroccan, Berber. The Berber, this old lady, they used to call her a witch, the witch of the Berber, with my great respect to the Berber history and culture. But it's not her who killed North Africa. It's the generals around her. سياسة الأرض المحروقة. أدرس هذه. Burning land. Destroying الآبار, wheels for people. Killing, raping. And she was the leader of them because she was descended from a certain... If you dealt with what they created by her, even if you are a woman, even if you are not anti-Islam, you would say, kill that, this bitch, kill that bitch. She didn't do all of her soldiers around her. She's like, it's like the Roman, the blessed women by gods and things like the magic. Green bloods and blue bloods, you understand me? And people just, come Al-Fatihun, the liberator, come. Even Spain people. The native, I have a problem with the word Spain. The native in Andalusia have run away from those who came from the deep Europe with Catholicism. They came with Catholicism. The French people, if we are going to impose Catholicism again, they will do worse than cutting and chopping the head of the king or queens of France, to those who are going to call for Catholicism. Just they're using it against Islam. You are crazy. That's it. No. I'm sorry, I apologize. It's not the word crazy. You are a Satan slaves. That's it. Please don't delete my video. I'm sure that you're not going to delete this video. I'm sure. Really. I have the right to explain. If you think that I'm living a happy life, alhamdulillah, I am fine, alhamdulillah, I have my belief in God, alhamdulillah. But wallahi, trust me, listen, I'm going to say something to you. In 2000 yes, there was some people, some things. I don't know, wallahi, I cannot say. I cannot say that in 2009 I used to live a better life than now. I can't. 2010, 2011, wallahi, I can't. Do you believe this, Home Office? Oh. Maybe on the health, my health, yeah. My health in 2010 was absolutely better. Yeah, I have problems. 11, 12, no, 13, no. 14 was a little bit improvement. 15, no. 16, terrible. terrible my thoughts after that I saw this system. 17 to a certain 18 they fucked me the home office. 19 still terrible. 20 good. Though it was a coronavirus. Wallah, it's strange. It's strange. 20 was better. Though I am rough sleeper. My health in 2009 and 8 was, but there was 2007. My health is absolutely better. Oh yeah, double time. Yeah, double time. But there is things that is worse than right now. Circumstances, not the health. Understand me? In 2009 and 10, because I was under threat. 11, 12, 13. So I am not living a happy life because of those who I'm criticizing. Those who I'm criticizing, it's not me. There is other, wallahi al-azim, Muslims, and other Ismailians, and other good people with conscience. Even there is some people who call themselves. Look at this. Don't delete my video. There is a so-called Christian bishops in Palestine. They are in a terrible situation. And they are angry with this occupation. They are angry. They say we belong to Palestine. This is how it is. We mix with the people. This is how it is. We are from there. Didn't come and force ourselves. It's even if we are originally from the Crusaders, but now we are whatever. They are there. And they are angry. Wallahi al-azim. There is people who are calling themselves Christian, so-called Christian. At the time of Saddam Hussein, they used to live a happy life. They lost a lot of their family members after the occupation. I'm not saying only Muslims. Do you see? There is people, so-called Shiite, who used to live in Najaf and Karbala. And they just liked Saddam. And they said, we know the deep secrets in South Najaf and South Najaf. I'm not... Leave South Najaf. Ignore it. Cancel this. In Iraq. Not it's South Najaf or South Karbala. I'm not sure. And they know it. And what happened to them? And they were good. They want the Iraqi people as a whole group. We are all whole. Sunni Shia, we are just Muslims. We all love Imam Ali and Hussein. You are Iraqi wa kafa. You are Iraqi, Christian or what Yazdi. Kurdi على عيني وراسي في بغداد. أهلا وسهلا. They used so-called Shiite. They were killed. And their family members were killed after Saddam Hussein, the invasion of Iraq. And so many joined ISIS and things. So I'm criticizing those who are causing problems. There's people in Gulf states who are dead already. Women, men who are angry and sad. I'm explaining about them. You wanna explain as a secular or religion. There is certain things that you need to know if you want to be called a human being. So it's not about me. But still I'm saying, because it's my YouTube channel, I am not living a happy life. Wallahi, I'm not living a happy life, and it will never reach the 100% standards. Never, because of things that happened in the past. I have my culture and I have my background, even if I'm smiling and laughing. Oh, there is a lot of hidden things. Don't delete my video, please. Let it stay. At the minimum, the agents, the Gulf state agents, Saudi Arabia, those who did what they did to me, might definitely they are receiving some of what I am saying. Let them not do it to others. Let them not do it to other Ismailians or good people among the non-Ismailians. Let them show respect. There is a lot of resources, a lot of oil, a lot of goodness, a lot of positive things, a lot of... I can't speak now. I'm not capable to speak. I'm tired. We can make it an Aflatonian life. I'm not going to say Muhammadian. Muhammadian is an absolute heaven, paradise. I'm saying Aflatonian or something. Complete, perfect citizen, nation. Who's behind it? I should not be an asylum seeker. I shouldn't. And when I came, look how my case was treated. It's not only England. Oh yeah, if I was in any other Western country, I will deal with worse. Don't delete my video. Please.